Hey everybody, Chris here at U Joint Off-Road. Final day for this local 2001 E350 7.3. It's rare that we get local jobs, so we're always excited when somebody that drove past the shop for years and years finally decided to have us build something. So very cool, always appreciative of that. So lots to talk about on this build. 2001 E350 7.3, 4R100 behind that, full rebuild with full drive conversion and normal upgrades. The reason it's wet is we just had to put a radiator in it. Someone in the past had bypassed the factory transmission cooler in the radiator. Don't know why, but that's usually not a good sign or a good thing to do. So you can only fit so much transmission cooler behind the grill in these vans. You can see there we upgraded the cooler, but you need both. You need the transmission cooled in the radiator and an auxiliary cooler on these 7.3s. If you don't, you will overheat the transmission, which will cause a failure. So 6-inch lift on 35-inch Toyo AT3s. Got a method wheel. I believe it's a 705 method. Front axle's a stage 2. No upgrades, just a standard stage 2. 410 gears, Detroit True Track. Crossover steering, all the usual stuff that we do on every build that we do. Our in-house FB003 all aluminum front bumper, loaded up with rigid lights, worn winch, shackles, front receiver, factory 55 thimble, and our agency 6 fairlead. We did black out the grill. The headlights are from Vantage Optics. If you want some upgraded headlights on your E-Series, talk to those guys. Bushwhacker flares. Got rhino lining on the rockers. Got our steps. I did run through some mud the other day on the road, so that's that. I didn't want to give it too good of a cleaning because this thing is literally getting packed up and driving to Colorado today. We did swap out his mirrors. It had the big commercial style mirrors on it. He wanted to get rid of those. This is a 2001. These mirrors didn't come out until 2002, 2003, so it is not a bolt-up thing, but you can make them work just like we did here. You got to drill some holes and finagle a little bit. We did make some block-off plates for the previous mirrors. Got an S-Pod controlling all the lights and the onboard air and the roof rack stuff. So you see here we got bumper, onboard air, the roof lights, and an override for the reverse lights. We'll go ahead and turn all those on. Inside, we didn't do anything else, but I'll go ahead and show you the shifter. Got a 2-piece shifter and the aux selector there. So out back, we've got the stock full float Dana 60 that we upgraded to an aux locker. It's got our overload airbags, single Fox 2.0. There's the air OBA compressor and the 2.5 gallon tank. Then you can see the backside of the transfer case, shortened fuel tank, and the front suspension. Roof rack lights. We've got some of these little S2 Sport Bajas on each side. So there's 2 on each side and 1 on the back. As you can see, we've got a full-length roof rack. Not a full length. It's what we consider our extended body roof rack with an alu cab mounted on there. So he's got a rooftop tent and he can sleep inside. We got the alley cab from our buddies over at Asheville Vehicle Outfitters here they're in Mills River, but they're super close to us. Out back, we've got our rear bumper. You can see with the reverse override on, it turns on the factory lights, the reverse lights, and the backup light on the rack. Got our rear OBA port and airbag mounts there. I'm gonna swing this open to show you. We did do a little bit of work on the inside. He needed his electrical system set up, so we made this box for his solar controller. There's a solar panel on top of the alu cab, and we gave him a fuse block, placed him on his fridge, and we ran some power for a diesel heater. Here's our underfloor storage, as you can see there. Give you some storage room, and it has, sorry for the finger, has our rear skid, extended body rear skid, and we did mount his auxiliary battery under there. Gave him a mount for a second battery if he wants to add that in the future. Let's talk full float Dana 60s. So this does have a factory full float Dana 60, and it's a 32 spline. nobody really makes any lockers for a 32 spline Dana 60. So we upgrade to a 35 spline and just change the axle shafts. Not a big deal. We do it all the time. Here's the passenger side view of our side step and the roof rack. Got some lights. We got some Fiamma awning mounts pre-installed for a future Fiamma. And it's got a little roof deck for flooring. See if I can get up there without dropping the camera. So here you go. Here's a custom flooring section for the rear. And I forgot to mention it does have a max air fan. So he's got tent access there. There's a solar panel and a nice little deck in the rear. And a camera. There's our camera mounts we've been making. So I think that is it. Like I said, extensive build. Lots going on. Turned out really nice, and he is literally ready to hit the road right now. So thanks for watching. As always, if you have any comments or questions, put them in the comments below. Email me, chris@ujoinoffroad.com. Check out our website. Lots of info there. And follow us on Instagram and Facebook if you don't already. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.